Am I the asshole for not going to my sister's wedding after what she did to me? I seriously need some outside perspective because this situation is a mess. So I'm 24 female and my sister 28 female is getting married in 2 weeks. The problem, I don't think I can bring myself to go, and here's why. About a year ago, my ex, let's call him Mark, 26 male, dumped me out of the blue after we'd been together for 2 years. I'm talking no warning, nothing. He hit me with the classic, "I need to find myself" speech, and poof, he was gone. I was wrecked. I cried. I questioned everything, and yeah, I thought it was all on me. Fast forward a few months, and I found out that he wasn't just finding himself, he was finding my sister. Absolutely not. Absolutely the hell not. Are they getting married? I 100% would not be going to this wedding. You read that right. He started dating my fucking sister right after we broke up. Neither one of them told me. I found out from a mutual friend. Like, are you even serious? When I confronted her, she gave me some lame excuse about how it just happened and she didn't want to hurt me. Here's where it gets worse. They're getting married. Oh, hell no. No, you're not the asshole for not going. Your sister does not give a fuck about you, and your ex-boyfriend is fucking trash. Both of them, absolutely not. Don't go to that fucking wedding. They are disgusting. They're getting married. She's walking down the aisle with my ex. And guess what? They want me to be a bridesmaid. The thought of standing up there pretending like everything's chill while they say their vows, nah, I'm not about that life. Now my family's acting like I'm the one who's in the wrong here. My mom even said, he wasn't your husband, so it's not like it's a betrayal. He wasn't my husband, but she's my sister. She's my sister. We literally share fucking DNA. And you thought it was okay to date my boyfriend. You can't tell me they weren't fucking around behind your back before he broke up with you. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. If somebody ends a relationship and immediately ends up with someone else, they were fucking around behind your back. Absolutely not. They are trash. I would ask my sister, do you really want me there? Do you really want me there? Because I'm going to automatically sneeze and stick my hand up when the priest asks if anybody has any objections. I'm going to accidentally on purpose knock your cake over. I will make this night about me. Bitch, I will trip and fall and knock down every goddamn dish in this building. Do you really want me at your wedding? What kind of twisted logic is this? My sister's telling me that I'm selfish for not wanting to be there on her big day and that I need to get over it for the sake of the family. What family? We are not family, because ain't no way in hell my family would take my boyfriend away from me. I need to get over it for the sake of family, but family didn't fucking matter when you decided to bounce up on my goddamn boyfriend. That's insane. Fuck the family. There's no family here. I straight up told her I'm not going. I'm sorry, but I can't fake smile through this. Now they're all guilt tripping me, saying that I'll be the one ruining the family if I don't go. How am I the problem here? Am I the asshole for not wanting to go to my sister's wedding because she's marrying my ex? Or am I actually the selfish one? You're absolutely not the asshole. You're not being selfish. Your sister and ex have completely crossed the line, an unforgivable line. This is an unspoken fucking rule. You do not mess around with the exes or partners of your family members and your friends. It is an unwritten fucking rule. And if you cross that boundary, you're disgusting. You're trash. I don't give a fuck what your explanation is. I don't give a damn how you met. I don't give a fuck that it was an accident. You're trash. The fact that your cooter could even drip for somebody that has been humping on your sister is disgusting. Disgusting, bitch. I would ask her how my cat tastes. I would 100% ask her because, bitch, you kissing all on this motherfucking man and you forgot at one point those lips were here too. That shit is disgusting. I don't give a fuck about how you try to explain it. If you end up with one of your friends or family members' exes, you are disgusting. You are lower than fucking low. Get some goddamn morals and self-respect and go out and find your own man. Would I be the asshole if I skipped my brother's wedding? I, 37 female, have a younger brother, 34 male. He and his fiance are due to get married next spring. I'm so happy for him. My husband passed away about 2 months ago. My brother refused to come to his funeral because my mom would be attending. My brother has no contact with my mom. His reason for not coming to the funeral was to avoid issues or stressful situations. I informed him that as long as everyone acted like adults, we would all be fine. He still refused to come. It was my husband's funeral. I have a 5-year-old son with him, and I could have used my little brother's support. We've always been close, and we've always been there for each other. We do live 4 hours away from each other, but keep in contact as much as possible, seeing as we both work full-time and I have children. My brother let me know the wedding date and told me to save the date. I told him that I was so happy for him. After he told me the date, he then said, by the way, whether you like it or not, you'll have to be around family you don't want to be around. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn, no, that's not how that works. That is not how that works. I am no contact with my father and my sister for many, many reasons. Story for another time. I responded, wait a minute. You couldn't come to my husband's funeral because you didn't want to be around one person for a couple of hours. But you expect me to come to your wedding for 2 days with 2 people that I do not speak with or have anything to do with. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm glad you said something. I am glad you fucking said something, because how the fuck you expect me to spend 2 days around 2 motherfuckers that I don't like, but you couldn't come and sit across the church, across the building from our mom for a couple of hours? Get the fuck out of here. Absolutely not. No, you're not the asshole if you skip this wedding, because the issues are exactly the fucking same, and he's an asshole for expecting you to do something that he himself admitted he could not. The relationship between me, my father, and my sister is very toxic. I can't get into too much on here, but my sister has always been very jealous of me and has tried to put me down my entire life. Not to mention the terrible things she said to my daughter, 19, about my husband after he passed. Bizarro all the way. My father, let's just say he's a disgusting piece of shit. I don't even know how to explain the mental and financial damage that he's caused me. Am I being oversensitive, or are my feelings completely valid? Am I being too petty? How can you refuse to go to your brother-in-law's funeral? Suck it up, put your big boy pants on, and be there. I'm so hurt and angry, and I don't know how to get over it. Would I be wrong for skipping his wedding? No, you're not, because your feelings are just as valid as his. Him not wanting to be around your mom at your husband's funeral because of whatever reasons are valid. He chose peace over going to your husband's funeral. It hurts. It sucks. I know. But you not wanting to go to his wedding because you are choosing peace over spending 2 days with 2 people that you do not deal with is just as valid. It may hurt. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. You're not the asshole for choosing peace just like he did. Not at all. Your brother is wrong and he knows it. He knows that he's wrong, and he knew exactly what you were going to say before you even fucking said it, which is why he stated it the way that he did. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be around people to make you think you didn't have a choice, to make you think you had to go and be around these people because of your relationship with him. No, this should not jeopardize your relationship. He didn't make it to your husband's funeral because he chose peace. You're not going to make it to his wedding because you're choosing peace. You will never be wrong for putting your own feelings and your own mental health over anybody else. You won't be. Never. And don't let anybody ever try to make you think otherwise. Quick edit. My mother is a mom. She's always trying to look out for everybody. Sometimes it seems invasive, and honestly, sometimes she manipulates the situation to try and get the best result for everybody as she sees fit. They've been no contact for 15 years after my parents got divorced. My mom pretty much dropped us off at my dad's house and left. My brother had major abandonment issues because of it. My brother let her back in, and after 2 years felt my mom was being controlling and manipulative. She probably was, honestly. Now he's no contact again. He didn't want problems to start at the funeral if my mom even barely spoke to him. I'm sorry, but I think that's ridiculous. Be civil for a few hours. Put on your big boy pants. It's a funeral, not a cookout. See, saying it like that, then you can't be upset if your brother has something to say back to you about you choosing to not go to his wedding, because this is how you feel about him not coming to your funeral. Put your big boy pants on and deal with it for a few hours. He could say the same thing to you. Be civil. You don't have to speak to them if you don't want to. Put your big girl panties on, put your dress on, your heels and your makeup, do your hair, and come and celebrate your little brother. So if this is how you feel, about the situation, then you can't be upset at your brother for feeling the way that you feel about you skipping out on his event as well. Just be ready to get your words thrown back at you if this is how you feel. Like I said, your feelings are valid. If you don't want to go because you want to choose peace, 100% valid. but be prepared for what's going to be said to you because of what you're choosing to do. Be prepared for your brother to say these very same words out loud to you. Second edit. Some of you seem to be confused. Me not going wouldn't be out of revenge or spite. It's taking myself and my feelings and all mental well-being into consideration. He has his boundaries, I have mine. Would I be wrong if I stuck to my guns? No, you wouldn't be wrong if you stuck to your guns truly because that's how you feel. You have the right to protect yourself emotionally, physically, mentally from anybody. That is your fucking right. You have the right to choose to not want to go to a wedding if you don't want to because you think it's going to affect you negatively in any way. No one can tell you that you're wrong for that. Not at all. You're not going to be wrong for not going if you don't want to. Just be prepared. Be prepared for someone to use your words against you. Am I the asshole for being furious after my boyfriend said he would get custody of my daughter? I, 28 female, have a 6-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. I've been with my boyfriend, 30 male, for about a year now. While he's been great with my daughter, things took a weird turn recently. We were having a conversation about future plans, and out of nowhere he said, if we ever break up, I'll get custody of your daughter. First of all, I don't think that's how that works. Second of all, why would you want custody of my 6-year-old daughter? Why? That's fucking weird. Red flags. Red flags. I don't know about y'all, but I see red flags. I see red banners. I see red sheets, red quilt, red fucking comforter. All of it. I laughed at first, thinking that he was joking, but then I saw the serious look on his face. I asked him what he meant, and he doubled down, saying that he's always been great with kids and that he could easily take care of her better than I could. I was absolutely floored. I told him that my daughter is not a bargaining chip or a trophy to be won. He got defensive and said that I was overreacting. What the fuck you mean overreacting? Someone that I've known for a year has literally threatened me. If we ever break up, I'm gonna take your daughter away. The fuck you mean overreacting? Please tell me you broke up with him. Please tell me you broke up with him anyway, because that's fucking weird. Why does he want your 6-year-old daughter? That's strange. He said I was overreacting and that he just meant he cares about her and wants to be involved in her life. That's a strange fucking way of saying it. I get that he loves her, but the way he said it felt threatening. Since then, I've been thinking about whether I can trust him to be around my daughter. I've brought it up a few times, but he just brushes it off, saying that I'm being dramatic. I'm really considering ending the relationship, but I'm worried that I might be overreacting. Am I the asshole for being so upset about this? Absolutely not. You are not being dramatic. You are not overreacting. Honestly, you're not reacting enough to me. I feel like this should read, am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend because he said he would get custody of my daughter? Like, I feel like you misspelled all of that. All of that. Because there's no way in hell I will continue being in a relationship with someone who threatened to take my child away from me. Someone you've known for a year. He's known your daughter, hopefully, less than a fucking year. And he's telling you that he can take better care of her than you can. That man's a fucking predator. He is a predator. I don't care. All of my red flags and my alarm bells are going off. This man needs to be on the top of somebody's fucking watch list. Because what do you mean? I just meant I wanted to continue being in her life. That's not how you say it. That's not how the fuck you say it, bitch. You meant what the fuck you said. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Girlie, keep your baby away from this man. Keep your baby away from this man. Am I the asshole for not wanting to accept my brother's apology after he lied to CPS? Absolutely not. Nope. Hell no. I have no idea what to do right now. I'm so angry with my brother that I now keep my front door locked 24/7, so him and his wife don't just walk in. Let's start with the fact that my brother is clean and sober and has been for a few years, married with 2 boys, because this is relevant. I, on the other hand, smoke the green because it's legal where I live. He's also had an increasing issue with this, believing the only way to properly live is to be sober, and even the smallest idea of using any type of drug is frowned upon. Not to help the fact that I have 2 kids, and he kept joking the past 3 months that he was going to call CPS because he doesn't like the way that I parent. That's fucked up. You don't like the way that I parent, so you're going to call CPS and lie. Do you know the type of fucking results that could have had? That's fucking terrible. I could never forgive my brother for doing no shit like this to me. Well, last week, I got the call from a social worker trying to find my house so he could come and see if my kids were doing okay. The call came with a laundry list of complaints, which, whereas the caseworker noted, completely unfounded, and this whole thing was a waste of time. The caseworker asked my eldest questions to see if anything was true. He could see it in her face that she was confused on why he was asking such weird things. Well, in my confusion, I called my mother and my sister to tell them what had happened. I was in the process of explaining to them what had gone down when my brother and his wife walked through the door. I didn't want to ask the question, but I couldn't stop it from coming out of my mouth. The way this man shrugged his shoulders and just said, "Yes, I did. Why?" I immediately lost my shit. I would have lost my shit too. You called CPS on me and lied to them because you knew that I was not doing anything wrong, wasting their time. Wasting their fucking time, taking them away from a case where they could have actually been of help to somebody. You lied to them and you don't even fucking feel bad about it. You could have gotten my children taken away from me and you don't even fucking care. You don't even fucking care. You lied to these people and sent them to my house. What if she would have came across one of the not so good social workers who would not have had any type of proof of anything but would have found a reason to remove her children from her? How could you be so fucking heartless to your nieces or nephews? Why would you do that? I immediately lost my shit. I told him to get out of my house and that I never wanted to see his face again. He and his wife quickly shuffled out of the house while I went to go cry in a room away from the kids. 4 days later, and the case is being closed. CPS had said there was nothing in our home or about us that would or should cause them to be involved. Now my brother and his wife are trying to message me and guilt me into forgiving him, but there isn't a fiber of my being that has any forgiveness for him. Am I the asshole? Absolutely not. I would never speak to my brother again. I would never speak to him again. You are upset because I am living my life differently than the way you are living yours. And you decided to lie to try to get my children taken away from me. I have nothing else to say to you in life and or death. Nothing to say to you. You do not exist to me. How dare you? How dare you be so hypocritical? You are now in your recovery and you feel like everybody around you must be sober because that is the best way to live. Your opinion. And you decided to try to get my children taken away. You know, you could always just not fucking come around my house and you won't ever have to see anything that you don't like. But instead, you tried to get my children taken away. No, absolutely not. You were not wrong for wanting to cut your brother off and never speaking to him or his wife again. Never. Because he knew what the fuck he did was wrong and had the nerve and audacity to come to your house. I know for a fact he was out watching. I know he was out watching, waiting for that man to leave so he could try to come in and figure out what the fuck happened. Hell no. Absolutely not, baby. Do not let anybody convince you that you are wrong for cutting him the fuck off. Update. I just want to thank you all for the reassurances that cutting him off is the best choice. This has helped strengthen my resolve moving forward. The thing that stings the most from this is we went through the system at very young ages and then being adopted by a monster of a man. But I will do right and plan to never speak with him again. That's fucking insane. OP and their brother have first-hand experience of the horrors that can happen when you're in the system. First-hand fucking experience. And their brother did not hesitate to put his nieces and or nephews in that exact same situation. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I would never speak to this man again. You are doing the right thing by never speaking to this man again.